Hi, I'm Carver, and this is a little bit of history. Today, we'll be talking about the duel between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton. Now let's talk about our boy Alex for a second. Alex was born in 1757 on the tiny Caribbean island of Nevis. Now our boy's a Scotsman papa just straight up booked it, and his French woman mama had quite a questionable reputation. But when Hamilton was 14, his mama died, 'cause she got all sick and stuff. Now, our boy was left to fend for himself, but by the age of 15, this boy became the head clerk of the shipping company. But he wanted something just a little more. Then two guys are just like, hey, you want to go to college? And he's just like, heck yeah, boy. So then he goes over to America, and he's just like, whoa, man, this is pretty cool. I'm all smart and stuff now. I know the law. Then, guess what he did? He fought in the gosh darn army for the Continental Army for General Washington. He became a gosh darn lieutenant and became Washington's top 8. Then Hamilton's just like, yo boy, these soldiers aren't doing too good. They ain't doing too hot. You know what? I think it's the Continental Congress's fault. Oh, and trust me, he spoke out against them too. Ho ho ho, he had quite the voice. So now, we get into Aaron Burr. His papa was actually the second president of Princeton University College. His papa was a reverend and quite a religious dude. But Aaron, he wasn't for that, bro. That ain't his lifestyle. So instead of going to church and stuff like that, he went out, and oh boy, did he become quite the ladies' man. Girls would be like, hey, you got me pregnant. And he would just be like, ha ha, nope, got him. But our boy Burr also joined the army. Now let's get into their cute little relationship. Both of them became lawyers in New York City, but they had very different views. Hamilton was a guy who liked to speak a lot and spoke everything about everything he felt and stuff, and he would have a few fights with people. Burr was a pretty quiet guy, you know. He didn't really he wanted to keep to himself. He didn't want people to know what he was against or what he was for. This caused a few issues between the two, with Hamilton just outright stating bad things about Burr, how he would never be a good president. Now Burr almost became president twice, but because of Hamilton saying all these things, he got bad public attitude, and so he was never elected. So, because Hamilton was essentially ruining his life, Burr wrote a few letters to Hamilton, stating how he would not like Hamilton to say these things anymore, and he also insulted Hamilton back. Hamilton then responded with even worse letters that made Burr humiliated, and he ran around yelling, hey guys, seriously don't vote for this guy, thus making him challenge Hamilton to a duel. With another letter, of course. So, early in the morning, on July 11th, 1804, Burr and Hamilton met on the dueling grounds. There, they each took their pistols, from the people they brought, of course, and they stepped 10 paces away from each other. And bang! Hamilton himself aimed for the sky, not wanting to shoot at Burr. But Burr, right as Hamilton did this, bang, shot him right between the ribs. But don't get him wrong, he did feel a lot of regret for that day. Well, that's it. This has been a little bit of history.